Hello, everybody. Welcome to another installment. Today, we've got a very special video for you guys. So, as the expert marksmans that me and Chandler are, obviously, we're just gonna see who's more accurate with shooting, us or Counter-Strike mechanics.
Yeah. So essentially, we're almost out of time on this match, so we should start.
Oh, yeah, we should.
Oh, hey,
I just
cheater.
have to win real quick.
Oh, okay. Okay. So essentially, what we're doing while we're getting this set up, we'll go through a little bit of an explanation. What we wanted to do was we wanted to take CS:GO's bullet spread mechanics and test them versus. Oh, I guess did you quit? Okay. Test them versus like real life bullet spread. Me and Hunter, of course, are not any professionals in any way, shape, or form on any of this, but we wanted to see how good we could do comparatively to the guys in CS:GO, because CS:GO is known for having insane bullet spreads, and you've got to make sure not to shoot your gun too much, or you'll sway a lot, and so it's it's one of the more realistic games out of the bunch for this. Let me do.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Did I not
mean,
invite
if these
you?
guys can shoot pretty damn accurately with them, like, from a standstill, then obviously we can easily match, right?
Yeah, I agree. Um, so we set out to test that. So just to defining our terms, we want to kind of do this like a lab report, like something like that we want to do this subpar efficiently, so that you guys know that we're not just pulling stuff out our butt. So just to start off with our definitions, how did we define the bullet spread, quote unquote bullet spread? And we defined bullet spread as if you're aiming for a center bullseye, how far away were your bullets? Not how precise or how accurate you were, but just both of those together. How far, what was the spread away from where you were aiming? How far did your bullets get away from that? And
yeah, the best possible metric you can have of what we're looking for is 10 out of 10 is every single bullet that we shoot from the gun hits the target or the bullseye perfectly, and the worst you could do is you're not even shooting at the target. So
yeah, exactly. So best, 10 out of 10, just like you said. 10 out of 10, you're shooting fast too, and every single bullet is hitting bullseye. And then absolute worst metric is, again, you're shooting fast, and you're not hitting the target at all. So just like Hunter said, oh, chickens, yeah, they give you a point.
hell yeah.
I passed the buy period. So essentially, me and Hunter recently, in order to undergo this experiment, me and Hunter recently went to a shooting range in near our house, or not near, but a shooting range regardless, and tested out a few guns. While we didn't get perfect guns, we managed to get the caliber correct.
So there's gonna be a lot of instances where we're trying to compare with the AK-47, for example, but the closest thing we had was an old SKS, which is similar. It's the same round. It's a very similar build, but they're different models. So I mean, that's about the best we're gonna be able to do given what we have.
Same with the Glock. We did shoot a Glock, but it was a different. I believe it was a different model. And then same with, we also shot a 45, and we're going to be using the USP for that. And we shot a 1911, right?
Yeah, it was a 1911.
Yeah, so we do have videos for that. But to start off a lab report, you always start off with an overview, which we just finished. And now moving on to our hypothesis, or our thesis. My current thesis is that the bullet spread in CSGO, my current statement, I would like to just blatantly state that the bullet spread in CSGO at least more accurately depicts let me think about mine. Hunter, you go first.
Well, so my guess of what's going to happen is I think it's going to be roughly the same. I think since the guns we had when we went out and shooting, they're all semi-automatic, meaning we had to try to emulate a fully automatic with quick fire on the trigger. So I think personally it's going to end up being relatively even, or CSGO bullet spread is going to be better than what we were able to produce out on the range. Just simply because in order to make it somewhat feasible, we're going to have to shoot in CSGO roughly the same speed that we could match in real life.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's gonna end up being like very, very close.
yeah, the only thing I was going to say with my thesis or my hypothesis is that I was going to expand on that and say that CSGO might accurately represent a well-trained individual with weapons. I haven't played CSGO in years. I played a singular match just a second ago with Hunter. And I haven't shot guns in years either. And I went out to the shooting range and shot guns for the first time in years. Shot the guns that we're going to show you for the first time in years. And then today, I shot for the first time on CSGO. And I think that CSGO may accurately represent someone who's been trained with weapons, but does not accurately represent us, as in the bullet spread in CSGO is significantly more accurate than the bullet spread in real life.
I like that.
Yeah, so that's going to be my formal hypothesis. And so yeah, we're gonna start off. So we'll start off with Hunter shooting his Glock. Here's the video of him shooting in real life. And here's his
hitting the target every time.
Oh yeah, perfect bullet. Yeah, perfect. Beautiful. And here's his bullet spread.
Alright, so I'm going to be shooting at this over here. I'm just pretend this little brown spot's our target, and the goal is to try to hit it right in the middle here. So there's our bullseye.
Okay. So go ahead and just, from right here, which is about the same distance as the range we went to. So there's
Look at
Hunter.
that red bullseye.
Yeah, there's Hunter shooting, and bam, just destroyed the target. So, okay, so without further ado, we'll just get straight to it. Here's me shooting in real life with a Glock. And here's me on my bullet spread. And now I will attempt to shoot the target now. Matching the speed, which was... Let's see. Yeah, no, barely any addition, barely any swipe away from that. So Hunter,
perfect overlay.
Yeah. So Hunter, here, let's do a side by side. What do you think the bullet spread is? Like, which one do you think is more accurate? The one in CSGO or ours in real life? Who do you think did it more accurately?
It's 100% this one, like.
Yep, 1,000%.
Something. What happens if I'm gonna shoot as fast as I can and see if CSGO is still more accurate than we were.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, my turn. I'm gonna aim for this little peak right here.
Yeah, no, that's... I'm in the way.
Huh. Yeah, so CSGO, I would argue that CSGO spamming the trigger, shooting as fast as possible, is only slightly less accurate than we were shooting very slowly.
In order to match us in real life, we're gonna have to do something like this.
Perfect. Yep, I would say.
Yeah, that looks about how we did.
Yeah. So I vote for 9mm that CSGO has a more the data proves it for itself. CSGO has maybe, I don't know, this is only us. We're amateurs with guns and we're amateurs in CSGO. So maybe a trained military professional might be able to shoot a gun as accurately as somebody in CSGO. But in terms of just this experiment, CSGO is significantly more accurate with 9mm than me or Hunter.
Absolutely. These guys are just trained to be professionals.
Yep, literally. I mean, they're literally trained. So give us a second, and we'll come right back with 45.
Exactly. In celebration of our success, I'm going to do a little celebrating.
I am too. My celebrating is slightly different.
a little bit different kind of celebration.
Yeah. Alrighty, boyos. So we are back with the USPS, and we've removed the silencer to make it effectively just a similar gun to what we shot at the range. And then I think I'm going to shoot at this target over here if Hunter wants to shoot at that one. First, of course, Hunter shooting in real life. And now his bullet spread. Now Hunter,
Exactly.
Exactly, yes. And whenever you're ready.
Alrighty. So our target's right there. In case we didn't mention earlier, when we went at the range, our distance was about 25 meters.
Yeah.
So this right here is our attempt at trying to approximately eyeball 25-ish meters.
This seems about good. So here's me shooting at the range. And my bullet spread. And now I'm going to aim for this little peak here. Right about there. And I shot this gun. I'd say about that fast in real life. And almost no spread in game.
Look at that. It's just a tight little circle. You did even better than me, too.
Well, when I was shooting the 45, I shot a lot slower than you. So, yeah. So, again, I think it's just, conclusive evidence pointing towards the CSGO having significantly more accurate weaponry. And this was not I should clarify, this was not my initial hypothesis. When we were at the range, I initially thought, I hadn't played CSGO in forever, to clarify, but I thought that we had more accurate bullet spread than CSGO. But upon playing today, and the evidence so far, I am definitely leaning towards CSGO being much better, which is exactly what I wanted, because CSGO is a bunch of trained professionals. Like we're supposed to be counter-terrorist organizations, and they're supposed to be terrorist organizations. Two trained organizations versus me and Hunter, who are some crack shot gamers who just decided to go to the range one day.
Exactly, and try to show up these CSGO guys.
Yeah, so, obviously we don't have the best. And yeah, let's even shooting as fast as possible. I bet it'll be more accurate than us.
It was, look at that. It's like a straight up line when I did it. It just rose.
Yeah, so here's Hunter's again. Here's mine again. Cool. And we will come back with the finale.
Let's go.
Okay, so we are back. This time we're going to be attempting to mimic not only ours, but also Mr. Stout's and Brenton's and Orion's shots on with the SKS, because we did get a lot more people to shoot the SKS than just us. So first we'll do, as always, Hunter starts it off with him shooting in real life.
Alright.
And his bullet spread.
I know, look how good I am. Like, look at that sexy man.
Oh, I agree, yes. Now, if you would do the honors of shooting downrange. Very nice. Dare I say you shot faster in real life, and yet still, in CSGO, yet still a significantly more compact bullet spread. I mean, of course, in CSGO, we're measuring this. How big is this comparative to my head?
It's actually pretty dang, like, close to the size of your head itself.
Yeah, so about the size of that inner target we were shooting at then. Because those targets were about the size of our face. Yeah, so I mean, significantly. Essentially, this would have just been perfect, almost bullseyes on the target 24/7. So, without further ado, here's me shooting the SKS.
Nice shot.
And my bullet spread. And Now I'm going to go ahead and shoot at the end here. And I shot my SKS pretty slowly, I think. Okay. I think towards the end was more accurate to what I shot in real life, but I mean, again, even slightly tighter bullet spread than Hunter's, because again, I shot slower than Hunter in real life. So yeah, do you care to mimic your dad, who I think shot the slowest out of all of us?
Yeah, I'll do that right here.
I will clarify, his dad is an amazing shot, but he shot the slowest because he was being the safest out of all of us. So I don't want to insult anyone. So whenever you're ready, Hunter. Great job. I'm going to attempt to mimic Orion. Who I believe shot slightly faster, but I would say right about there. Again, super tight. Look at all that. And here's all their bullet spreads. Hunter, if you would do the honors for Brenton. Yeah, so, and that I would say
look roughly the same.
Yeah, they're all pretty much the same. So I would say that that's pretty conclusive evidence.
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you showed. Let me do one with a full spread. Oh, well.
Okay, so go ahead and do the full spread right there.
There's fully auto.
That one's insane. But of course, significantly faster fire right then.
This is kind of how like the look of this here is kind of how it felt was gonna happen if I went full auto, like with the SKS, and just went as fast as I could.
Oh yeah, and I would say that's more accurate representation of what we actually shot at the range.
Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
It looked like this.
So that is yeah. So that is all, I guess, all the evidence we need today. On to the conclusion part. We've discussed it. We've moved on. So Hunter, what is your conclusion on this?
We definitely are getting outclassed by a game in terms of shooting.
Yep.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I second that. Triple, quadruple. CS:GO again. I think CS:GO may accurately represent trained individuals, but definitely not. It does not. It is better than me and Hunter. Thank you to everyone. Yeah, and I mean, unless
especially from a standstill, like how.
Oh, just how deadly accurate it is. Even moving, it's significantly more accurate than we were.
Yeah. I have to like run at the wall to like try to make it. Or maybe that's a bit inaccurate if I'm running, but like a little bit of movement is kind of like how hard it was to shoot at some of those targets with the real thing.
Yeah, no, it was much harder than it looked. So I would conclusively say that the bullet spread in CS:GO is realistic more realistic, or maybe less realistic unrealistic in comparison to who's controlling the game. Because I'm controlling this character, and I'm not that accurate. So
exactly, especially if you're like an amateur at shooting, like we are. Like we're not gonna be able to match this perfect. Like
I would say CS:GO has a great bullet spread since it is in fact trained individuals shooting weapons in this game.
Legitimately, and if you're like standing still, in CS:GO and I put my crosshair on something and fire once, I could pretty much like perfectly put that bullet there.
Yeah, and that's not something that I could do in real life. You know, I might when I get lucky and I shoot a bullseye, but that's why bullseyes are rare in real life. It doesn't feel like they would be rare in this game. So maybe you could even argue that bullet spread in CS:GO is not accurate, as in the game is too accurate for even trained individuals.
Like, yeah, if you're standing still in this game, like, you're more accurate than anyone in real life if you're shooting once.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if you're shooting slowly.
Trained professional marksmen might have a difficulty keeping up with CS:GOs, just because how insanely accurate this is. So yeah, anyway, unless you have anything else to add, Hunter?
Not really. I think we ended up, or I mean, I'm a little surprised by, like,
yeah,
just how accurate that was. I was thinking there was going to be a little bit more spread than this, and it was going to look a bit more like...
Yeah, that's kind of what I anticipated. It was something like... I anticipated something like this with CS:GO, which is similar to what we shot at the range. So when I was down at the range, I anticipated CS:GO to be almost less accurate than us, if not as. But I'm super surprised to find that no, in fact, it is actually excruciatingly little tiny bubbles. Alrighty, boys. Yeah, unless you have anything else to say, Hunter.
Not really. That was kind of a fun little experiment there.
I agree.
Fun with that.
I really like this video. Let us know if you want to see anything else from us like this. Any other experiments with games? I would love to do some. I don't have any that I can think of off the top of my head, but if any of our viewers comes up with one, I would love to experiment with it.
Exactly. Have some fun.
Ow, cheater.
I got 1 point for neutralizing an enemy. Or maybe that was the chicken. I don't know.
It's probably the chicken.
The chickens are enemies.
Alrighty, boys. Yeah, the chickens are our enemies. Oh, before we go, I would like to say thanks to everyone who's participated in this video. Both of Hunter's parents, Mrs. and Mr. Stout, for taking us to the range, letting us use their weapons, as well as Brenton and Orion for participating in the video. So. Yeah. Anyway,
exactly. Everybody involved had a great time, and we got some, really important data here,
Yeah, no, we did. Yeah. So,
hell yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Alrighty. Peace, brother, and have yourself a wonderful day.